What is going on, Scoop fam? Welcome back to another episode of the NFT Scoop. Barbell, how's it been going, man? It's been a hot minute.
I know, man. I know. It's but as always, pal, great to see you. Look, it's my favorite time of the week. It's my favorite time of the week. A few of us been away, but look, we are back in action. Roll on, Scoop YouTube. It's a Scoop cast. Let's go.
Scoop tube, baby.
Scoop tube.
Let's do it, man.
What we got on today, man?
Lots to talk about today, man. We've got news from Magic Eden, Azuki, DeGods. Big news from Kanye West and a recent acquisition from his point of view.
Yeah, man. He's you don't fuck around with Kanye, man. He's making big business moves.
Not messing about. So where we're going to kick off today, man?
Well, I think what we should roll with first is Magic Eden, because this is a bit of a story which has been going on for a while, and it's all around royalties in NFTs. Now, Magic Eden, what they actually have done is, I think it was around a week ago, Magic Eden said, we are a creator first platform. We put the creators first. We will always make sure there's royalties there. But traditionally, it's like, this has been going on a year, right? It's crazy that we say traditionally, but the NFT markets, what will typically happen when you sell one of your NFTs, you will have to pay a royalty to the creator. Now, what Magic Eden have done, and bearing in mind people who are watching today, Solana, Magic Eden is a Solana-based NFT trading platform. What they're doing now is they're making buyers actually have the option if they're going to pay the creator royalties. So this will not be enforced. So it's kind of like the buyers paying a creator's tip. So, yeah, it's big news. The fact these guys have flip-flopped, it doesn't surprise me. And I'll tell you what, Magic Eden are actually pushed into a corner to do this, because you've got things like Hades Swap coming out, which is a trading platform, which is a new startup on the Solana chain. Solana had 90% market share of all trading volume of Solana. Now it went down to as low as like 51%. So like they've had their market share absolutely tanked, absolutely slashed, and they've been pushing this corner to be able to do this. So very interesting stuff. And as far as my opinion goes with this, I think for artists, pure artists, they're selling actual art, selling actual pieces of art. Creator royalties are good because smaller artists have the opportunity to earn an income for popular art they produce, and it sells. However, every NFT project out there is dubbing themselves as a startup, an ecosystem. We've got utility. We're driving real value to our community. Okay, so if you are really going to drive some real value and community to your community, then start innovating with some new revenue models and new streams of revenue, because you're not going to be able to live off royalties anymore. Some people might pay you them, but a darn sight lot of people are not going to pay those royalties when they don't have to. In what earth do humans pay money when they don't have to?
100%, man, 100%. Doesn't happen. It feels like, with so many projects springing up now, people just seem to become reliant on the royalties, and it becomes easy to just get lazy and fall back on that as your revenue source, like you say, rather than innovating and coming up with, genuinely, now that everybody is touting themselves as, the next innovative business with, games and utility. It's like, I guess this will start to separate those that are actually following through with those promises and those that are just putting the claims down on paper.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And it is going to drive innovation in this way. Couldn't agree more. It's going to separate the men from the boys. Fuck, we're going to get cancelled. No. So
the big people from the little people.
Exactly. So, and also, what other industry apart from NFTs can projects launch, raise multi-millions, in some cases $70 million, which we have seen in the height of the bull runs, then take a step back, not really drive any value, any innovation, and then moan that they're not getting royalties? Like, that just does not happen in the real world. If we want this, if we want Web3, if we want NFTs to continue to drive innovation, to foster real world adoption, we cannot just sit on royalties. So I think it's a good move from Magic Eden, a controversial opinion, and I'm sure people won't agree with this, but that is my take. I think it's going to drive innovation. People can't rest on their laurels anymore, and we will see innovation due to this. We will.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. So keeping on the Solana thread, what's going on with Utes and DeGods at the moment, man?
Yeah, so look, full disclosure, NFT Scoop does hold some Utes NFTs. We're not just trying to pump our bags here. We genuinely believe that the DeGods ecosystem is one of the most impressive NFT projects, not just in Solana, but across the whole NFT space. Now, DeGods were one of the first NFT projects from Frank DeGods and the team. Now, Utes is their secondary, so see them as they're a little bit different, but let's, for argument's sake, let's call them Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club. Okay, so it's the second NFT in the ecosystem. But the reveal has taken some time, and that is because Frank DeGods has very much delayed it. He wants it to be perfect. He still has a massive, massive following. But just yesterday, or 2 days ago, I think it was, he teased us with some great news saying that DeGods was a masterpiece, but the artist who is producing the art for Utes is about to top them or do it all over again. So it's got the community riled up. We think the hype train is now coming. He's now producing tweet after tweet after tweet, referencing the reveal. People are getting really excited about it. So yeah, I think the hype train for Utes is coming. So we have the tweet here. So he has said that I believe Delilah DeGods will soon be considered one of the greatest artists in all of NFTs. Big statement. DeGods is a masterpiece, but he's about to do it again with Utes. So I would have thought Delilah, was a girl's name, but it's obviously a guy. Am I right in saying that?
Interesting.
He's gone and say, look, I know you've been waiting for a long time, but I truly believe that it will all have been worth it. So look, exciting stuff. How many likes you got on there? 1,527. For a leader of a project who has a delayed reveal, he still has an extremely captivated community. We spoke about it before in the scoop. Projects that have captivating leaders, they understand the culture and how to market. Those typically are the projects that win, and they're the ones that typically succeed, grow arms and legs, and foster communities to push them forward. We've seen it many times before that you can't just have one founder launch a project. You really have to captivate that community, and that is something to look out for. Captivate a community, and they will drive the project forward for you and with you.
Love to see it, man. Love to see it.
And next up, Azuki. They have released some massive news as of yesterday. Azuki have released a brand new token standard. Now, what this token standard is, it's called physical backed token. Now, Azuki haven't just made this technology specific for Azuki. They made it completely open source, which is a really smart move. This means that any project within the Web3 ecosystem is going to be able to use this. And I see a lot of use cases for this technology. So imagine this. This is it in its simplest form. Okay, you have a Rolex, okay? And the Rolex has within it a certain chip, okay? Now, the protocol is going to implement scan to earn. So, Anchor, you've got a Rolex. I've seen it. It's pretty nice, right? But you've got a Rolex and you're selling it to me because I want to buy that Rolex, okay? What will happen is you've used scan to earn. It's got a chip inside it. So you have cryptographically verified ownership of that NFT, but now you're selling it to me. The Rolex comes into my ownership. I then scan the Rolex, and then that is going to cryptographically assign that physical item to me on chain. And then what I think is really interesting here is that when this Rolex gets sold on, this shows the lineage of ownership over time. So it's completely on chain. And I think this is going to work specifically well within luxury goods because there's lots of fakes going around. So this is really going to secure on chain. But again, what is interesting about this is that firstly, what we've seen in NFTs in the last year is that digital drops have provided access to physical pieces like merch, like toys. You know, who even wants merch these days? But what this is doing is when you're purchasing physical attributes, it's allowing you to then create digital experiences on the back of it. So it's really merging digital and physical together. And how Azuki are doing it to test their new technology, they have 9 golden skateboards, which are 24 karat plated skateboards. Okay. I imagine they're going to be like fingerboards or something, not full scale skateboards, but these are going to be secured to the owners. So it's super exciting stuff. It took a little bit of a while to get my head round. But yeah, I can see this being used across multiple different industries when you need, especially when you're trying to prove the source of things and where things have been, ownership, etc. So yeah, really exciting stuff.
Interesting. So this could be applied to anything, any item. This is not, linked necessarily into the Azuki ecosystem. This is just applicable to anything.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, and that is why. So, it is a token standard that they've come up with, PBT. It is open source. So, I think it's Chiru Labs. They're the actual labs and creators behind Azuki. So, yeah, they've created this completely open source. So, any project can use this. Now, of course, each project will have to have a certain chip in it, which works with Scan to Earn. But that'll be up to whatever project or company who's selling physical items, I imagine will just create the technology to work with the protocol.
That's interesting. So I wonder what's the kickback to Azuki then? Where are they? How are they scalping something off this?
Haven't worked that out yet, but
That'll be interesting. That'll be
yeah.
interesting.
And it's interesting because I think Zagabond, who is the founder of Azuki, right? Like he's been slated previously in the past because he came out and openly admitted that he'd be involved in projects that had somewhat been abandoned or rugged. But it seems like he's very much won the hearts of crypto Twitter today, or NFT Twitter, should I say. It shows that these guys are not messing around. They are coming out with some serious, innovative applications, which will be used in the real world.
Interesting, man. It's certainly been a roller coaster for Azuki. See what happens next.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Nice, man. Now, King Ye, what's going on here? He's his latest piece, moving into the social world, giving Mr. Musk a run for his money by the looks of it.
I know he's beaten him to it, and he's beaten Musk. Hey, have you seen Musk? Musk is now selling perfume.
I saw that. Perfume salesman. What is going on there, man?
He sold perfume. He has sold $2 million worth of perfume in 24 hours. It smells like, but it's called burnt hair.
I saw that. That's crazy. Is it legit? Like that is the essence of burnt hair?
Apparently. I hate that. I hate that essence.
When you're standing over the hobs and you just catch your forearm a little bit, it's just like,
yeah.
Oh,
exactly, mate. Exactly. So no, that is so Elon Musk is that. But anyway, Kanye, right? So Kanye has bought Parler. Now, for those of you who don't know, Parler is a Twitter competitor, but apparently you can't be cancelled on it. It's the uncancelable platform. Now, we've had some big people be cancelled before. Piers Morgan, Top G. I know you miss Top G, Anchor.
R.I.P. to a fallen brother.
Yeah. No. So Parler is sent to be a obviously naturally platforms like Parler attract more conservative viewpoints, which are often not accepted in societies, right? So I think you've got like Donald Trump on there, but Kanye's now bought the platform. Obviously, he's quite an outspoken guy. So yeah, it's big news. But I thought, obviously, it's not directly NFT related, and here is the alpha, everybody. I believe there is going to be a huge rise because of cancel culture that we see, there's going to be a huge rise of Web3 social platforms, which are decentralized, which are censorship resistant, which can't be shut down, or shut down individual accounts.
Mm.
And one thing that is definitely springing to mind is the Lens protocol. So that is cash tag. Everybody, if you're not aware of a cash tag, check out the screen just there. So it is cash tag LENS. And what it is, it's an open source protocol. It is brought to you by the same team as Aave, which are a hugely successful DeFi project. And the Lens protocol will allow people to build Web3 social applications on top of it. Okay, nice one, Anchor. So we've got the Lens protocol here. As you can see, it's a permissionless, composable, decentralized social graph, which is going to make building Web3 social platforms easy. Now, there's going to be many protocols built on top of this. A lot of these will have tokens. If you get in early enough, you're going to be able to, I guess, make some serious dollar off these if you pick the right tokens. But the big key in all of this is getting the Lens token. Now, there is no token available to buy, but there is rumor of a Lens token airdrop. Now, for those of you who might not be aware, an airdrop typically are people who are rewarded for using a platform already, and they reward users for early adoption of the platform. You get airdropped a token for free. There's demand for that token, and then, well, we hope that they all go to the moon. Right? So what's interesting is I want to bring up a tweet here. Anchor, if you can just bring up that tweet thread. Yeah, so this is from a guy called Olympio.eth. If you don't already follow him, I recommend it. His Twitter handle is Olympio Crypto. So he stated Meta, and that is Facebook, lost around 500,000 daily active users in the 3 months of 2021. In the last 3 months of 2021, a new blockchain-based social media paradigm is being created, and that is the Lens protocol, decentralized Web3 platform. Now, how can you prepare for the Lens token? So we're not going to run through this step by step, but we will put the link to this thread in the footnotes of the show. And what I'd recommend is start to familiarize yourself with this in order to potentially be eligible for the Lens protocol. Now, we're in a bear market at the moment, guys. We know this. So one of the key things to do, especially if you don't have a lot of liquidity, is to interact with platforms. These airdrops can be upwards of $10,000. Upwards of $10,000. We've seen it with Uniswap. We've seen it with ENS. This is something where you can make serious bank on just by interacting with the protocols. And not only that, you level up your knowledge, you're leveling up your ability to navigate the blockchain, and there's serious money to be made. So go and check out that thread, follow olympio.crypto, and go check it out. Let us know your thoughts.
Nice, mate. Nice. Look forward to checking that one out.
And finally today, we have APTOS. This has been massively hyped on crypto Twitter. Now, the reason we bring this up is because APTOS is claiming that it's going to be a new layer 1 blockchain, which is suitable for projects such as NFTs, social media, entertainment, and other media outlets. So all things where there is high levels of IP, and NFTs will likely be leveraged highly. This has been very much built up on crypto Twitter. You've got a lot of people talking about it. Is it going to moon? In my opinion, no. Right. So, guys, APTOS, you'll see this all over crypto Twitter. What I think is going to happen is this. There was no airdrop of this token. There was no opportunity to get in early as a normie. Okay, I'm a normie. Anchor's a normie. There was no opportunity to get in that early. This is a heavily backed VC project. Yes, for the long term, this could be great. They've got cash. They've got money. They can build. But everyone's going to go aping in tomorrow on Binance, on FTX. This is going to happen. I tell you right now, you will see on CoinGecko something like up 1,000%, up 2,000%. And because experienced traders leveraging bots will be able to get in quickly, and you will see it moonshot. But you will not get in that quickly. So don't be someone's exit liquidity and do not buy the top. Our recommendation is, and we do think this platform could have some good use cases in the NFT markets, in the Web3 social markets, social media, etc. But do not be someone's exit liquidity. Let this thing pump. Let everyone else get dumped on, because it's going to go like this. Let other people be someone else's exit liquidity. At the moment, it is a bear market that is all about capital preservation, upping your skills. It is not about blind aping into projects. You have to let things happen, assess, and then make calculated risks based on how the launch has gone, how many users it's going to have. Okay, we've seen this time and time again, believe me. So yes, it is probably being hyped over Twitter. In fact, one of my friends texted me just earlier, said, Barbell, I need to meet you. I feel like I've missed out on APTOS. And I said, mate, just chill out on APTOS for a minute. Okay, typically where the majority of the crowds go, often in investing, just turn the opposite way for a minute, especially in these markets, because people are going to get dumped on. We could be wrong. This is just our opinion. Always do your own research. This is not financial advice. We cannot predict the future, but history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes, in the words of Elio Trades.
Very true. And especially in these markets when people are struggling to make, money like they were in months gone by, one shiny potential golden opportunity, you're going to see people absolutely flocking towards it, aren't you?
Definitely, man. It's a big opportunity for VCs and people who got in early to make a lot of bank very quickly in this bear market. If they've got the tokens ready to provide liquidity onto the exchanges, if it then pumps up, they then exit at the top. They probably made in excess of hundreds of millions of dollars, and then who picks up that bill? Retail investors. And you will be waiting years if you bought the top in this market to reclaim those coins. And that is if the token, in years to come continues. So watch yourself, guys. Be diligent, but recommend checking out APTOS once the dust settles and look for some NFTs, some ecosystem plays within the APTOS ecosystem, because they may prove fruitful. Wrap for today, but look, we'll be back with you on what day? Friday.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe bell, and of course, sign up to the NFT Scoop newsletter. Fresh look. Till next time, Barbell. Cheers, man.
See you later, dude.